Is it true that a Marine Corps recruit can get out of boot camp easily by saying, I quit? What? What was Japan's biggest mistake during World War II? What? Man, there's some weird questions coming through Quora, man. There are some weird Quora questions. Is harem actually a real thing in Japan, or is it just an anime thing? Oh, God. Oh. What is it like to get a very long prison sentence as a teenager knowing you will miss out on most of your life? I imagine it's pretty fucking shitty, dude. If I refuse to read Marx and Lenin, yet I want to know about communism. Oh, I love that. I love that. If I refuse, I was about to pound my leg, but my leg's still sore. If I refuse to read Marx and Lenin, yet I want to know more about this communism. What should I look for? That's so funny. If you want to understand something, refusing to read the source text is never a good idea. What the fuck is going on here? Why would you ask that question? I don't know why you're so adamant about not reading the core communist text. Surely it's better than to hear from the horse's mouth rather than either the horse's publicist or an anti-horse peanut gallery. If your goal is actual understanding, that's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, what are you doing here? I have a PhD in political theory. Oh wait, this is the guy that's answering. I'm sorry. This is the guy that's answering. I was about to be like, what? That's so funny. If I refuse to read Marx and Lenin, read Marx and Lenin. The fuck? It's always good to read the original. I mean, there are other options to read other than Marx and Lenin, but it's just weird that he would phrase that. Like, he could have just, without this part, he could have just said, I want to know about. He could have left that, left all of that, cut all that out, and just went, I want to know about communism. What writer should I look for? You know, and yeah, people would say Marx and Lenin, but he would also have gotten other things too, without like looking like a dumbass. What a weird question to ask people. The cruelest thing about World War II, pass. Which one is the most disgusting movie in the world? What? Hi. There's only one movie that makes me feel sick to even think about it. That's 1978's Pretty Baby starring Brooke Shield. In this based on a true story movie, Brooke, who was 11 years old at the time, played a 12-year-old girl. Do I even want to know? Do we even want to click into that one? What the fuck is going on here? What? What is this? The fuck is going on here? What? What is this? Is this like, what the fuck? Oh, so people are fucking bitching about George Floyd? The fuck does this even mean? What is wrong with people? Lord Almighty, this shouldn't even even be a Quora question, to be perfectly honest with you. This isn't like I want to know information about something I don't know about. No, this is some fucking dipshit that's... See, parent question. What's the parent question? Yeah, this is just some dipshit that's like, fucking, let's bitch about George Floyd. The fuck? Get out of here, dude. I'm reporting this shit for certain. I don't even know how to report this shit. Wait, did I report it or did I actually hit cancel? Insincere. Looking to start a Troll War. Alright. The fuck? All of these "what are your thoughts" things, they're not real questions. Why is Hitler viewed worse as Stalin, Mao, and others? Oh boy almighty, what kind of fucking weird right-wing algorithm did I fall onto? Dude. Like, the deaths under Stalin and Mao and shit, like, yeah, they directly executed a fair number of people, but a lot of people just starved from, like, hunger and fucking malnourishment and shit like that. Like, Hitler fucking shoved people into fucking concentration camps and flat out murdered those millions, dude. Like, the gulags were not like the concentration camps. What was the Roman candle? What? This is the cruelest method of execution? Jesus Christ, man. How did the Japanese media portray Japanese war brides who married American GIs? That's an interesting question. What? Picture my mother, my brother, my sister have to give money payday. What? Baby-san? They were ostracized by their families. They could not believe they married the men who bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The press blamed them for starting the war, and more particularly for losing it. The press depicted them as gold diggers and prostitutes. Things were a little better in the U.S., where they received similar blame. Oh, things were a little better. I thought he said things were a little better. No, things were a little better. In essence, the war brides had no home or homeland. They were people no one wanted. Well, that's kind of sad. Initially quite negative, they were seen as low class in both US and Japan. Interracial marriage was rare and even illegal in some states, although some laws were mainly meant to keep black people from marrying whites. But over time, the entry of Japanese war brides in the US dramatically increased Asian representation and helped repair relations between the US and Japan. Huh. Bridges in the Post-War Alliance. The Sasakawa USA. Sasakawa Peace Foundation USA. Okay, well, that's interesting. Oh, come on, dude. Seriously. Anonymous is right. You would have to be to post some dumb shit like that. What's going on with Bruce Willis? He's doing 3 or 4 movies a year, and most are terrible. Why did he close out his career this way? I assume he didn't lose his money. Oh man, come on, dude. He's probably just having fun. Actors do that sometimes, man. Like, they don't always want to fucking be chasing after fucking Oscars and shit. Like, and especially, you know, they just want to, if they've already made a name for themselves, then a lot of the times you have guys like Samuel L. Jackson and Danny Trejo, Nick Cage. They just do whatever the fuck they want to do. They don't give a shit about prestige. They just take a role that sounds fun, and they do it. They have fun doing it. Oh, Jesus, man. What is this shit? World War II myths. What World War II myths are still believed today? Japan wasn't as bad as Germany. Japan wasn't that bad. Japan was part of it. Oh, God. Keep the Koreans out of that one. He was the cruelest president in history. I guess it depends on your definition of cruelty there. When it comes to personal lives, Thomas Jefferson surely takes the cake for me. Imagine going to Paris with your family and bringing along a young and pretty slave girl and starting a sexual relationship with her when she was as young as 14, repeatedly impregnating her. Her name was Sally Hemings, and since Jefferson owned her, she was a teenager when things started, and made him a rapist. The children she birthed with him, as well as her mother, were his physical property. He literally owned underage sex slave and the children she birthed him. Yes, that's true about Jefferson. He also denied the children were his to begin. He denied the girl was anything but just a servant. I said, he was 44, she's 14. So, okay, so yeah, Jefferson was a pretty vile scumbag for certain. He never legally freed his own children, nor Hemmings, who died a slave. As an old man, Jefferson seemed to have developed a sense of guilt and put one of his daughters on a stagecoach with $50. She ended up living as a free woman, but by all accounts, I find the way Thomas Jefferson treated his mistress, slave, victim, and his only children appallingly cruel. Okay, he could probably rank pretty highly on there. I mean, it's psycho shit for certain, creeper shit. But I mean, U.S. presidents, a lot of them are pretty fucked up. Cain killed Abel with a rock. The Lord, what? What if gun-producing countries stop producing guns or any kind of weapons? Do you think the world will be at peace? Oh my god. Which was the most uncomfortable scene an actor ever had to shoot? Oh man, come on. Jesus Christ, dude. What? What current trend makes you lose faith in humanity? Fake sexualities? What? Oh my god, dude. What is going on Quora? It's just like a cesspool of like the worst right-wing shit, man. What is something on Earth that time has had a really interesting effect on? Ancient roads are still here. Yeah, whatever. Johnny Depp craziness. What are disadvantages of living in Japan? A photo of me appearing to look annoyed, but in reality, it's just now take a series of photos of me smiling. I'm adjusting on the me lately. It's not the big things, but little things. It's trivial things. Well, okay. Well, are you gonna give some of them? I've been giving it some thought. I've been a business owner in Japan for a little over 4 years. I've been back and forth between the U.S. and Japan for over 25 years. My wife is Japanese. Her family's here. And now, because of COVID, we've been unable to travel abroad for almost the whole time we've lived here as full-time residents. As such, there are occasions when I feel I'm overdosing on Japan. But really, on Japan's microscopic inconveniences, like tiny, harmless bees living in my head rent-free. What? Dude, enough of the qualifiers, man. Jesus, man, you're not gonna get fucking executed for saying a negative thing about Japan. Just fucking out with it. Called the Larry David effect. Only Larry David or Jerry Seinfeld. Okay, not real problems. We get it, dude. We get it. Examples of my extremely insignificant annoyance minor. Okay, man. God damn, dude. Why did you even respond to the question? Why did you respond to the question if you're just gonna feel this guilty about it? And it's nothing. Paper products, plastic, garbage, recycling, shoes. You're not even saying anything about it. Music, right? Bread, clipboard, sponges. What? What about these things? Examples of my extremely annoying minor disadvantages of living in Japan in no particular order. What about these things? I can go on, but I'll break down. Okay, so he's okay. Paper products. Japanese don't customarily use napkins. They use tissue. I can't stand seeing a box of tissues on the dinner table. It looks like someone is sick. It's like seeing a hairbrush on the dinner table. A thing doesn't belong there. Okay. Plastics. Those who visit Japan may have noticed this. Foreign residents definitely notice it. I'm not the first to observe it. Japan's plastic packaging industrial complex. Buy a box of crackers or cookies or any packaged convenience food or snack, and you'll encounter plastic packages inside plastic packages containing individual servings encased inside. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of like those Kasugai gummies I get, where it's like a bag of candy, and inside each little individual candy is wrapped. It's kind of wild. I wish they would stop doing that. Garbage and recycling. Well-intended waste management policy gone astray. It's too easy to accumulate unnecessary waste from wasteful plastic packaging practices, see above, and unnecessarily complicated to dispose of waste. Results, many Japanese homes are crowded with unnecessary stuff. Worse, it turns every Japanese household into its own internal bureaucracy just to keep up with the increasing demands I can't speak for all regions, but in ours, the calendar for what day and what time you can dispose of what kind of recyclable is complicated and ineffective. It's ultimately wasteful. On balance, Japan is probably better at this than many other places in the industrialized world, but Japan's unique micromanaging bureaucratic tendencies can be borderline Kafkaesque. That's true about Japanese bureaucracy. It undercuts whatever marginal virtues points associated with this mostly theatrical waste management policy exercise. Okay, fair enough. Shoes. When I was in America, I wear an American's... God damn it. I'm so sorry. So fucking sore still. I wear American size 11. That's exactly half size large and the largest commonly available size for men's shoes. Dude, you're talking to someone that wears a fucking size 15. Even in Japan, I wore a size fucking... When I was a kid, I wore a size like 12 or 13. I still wear a size 13. Yeah, as a kid, I was wearing a size 13 living in Japan, man. But luckily for me, I was on a military base, so I did have access to American shoes. But still, going off-base shopping, not a thing for me. Without going to extraordinary lengths, I can't buy a pair of shoes in Japan. Update. Note to helpful commenters offering solutions, I'm not looking for shoe buying advice, no matter how well intended. I'm just reporting on the everyday reality. So let me repeat, without going toothpaste. All the brands I've tried are just fine, but I've yet to find one that I've selected as my brand. People are funny. We get particular attachments to our preferred toothpaste. Yeah, that's kind of true. We put the soapy stuff in our mouths every day. When it feels wrong, tastes wrong, it's a reminder that you're a foreigner. Damn. Really? It's a reminder that you're a foreigner? Toothpaste has like the fucking evil voice of some Japanese overlord coming in going, Gaijin desu. Is this trivial? Yes, very. Okay, Muzak. Newcomer, expats, visitors all notice Japan's odd obsession with Muzak. Japan's silence-free and retail environments are famously peculiar. Incessant music coming from out of the speakers. Well, yeah, whatever. White bread. How did fluffy weightless white bread become a national standard in Japan? This standard is almost not quite. The standard is almost, but not quite, a monopoly. Big cities have fantastic European-style bakeries. Small towns don't. Our primary residence in rural Japan. The bread here is so white, so light, so fluffy, it exceeds the whiteness of Wonder Bread. How'd that happen? It's a real thing here. Don't get me wrong. I'm not looking for industrial-grade, grainy bread loaded with birdseed. I'm looking for a decent, semi-chewy slice of bread that isn't designed for toothless people. Okay, well, the funny thing is, Japan... There was an anime that came out many years ago that kind of touched on the topic. It's called Yakitate Japan. It was about how Japan doesn't really have a national bread. You have French baguettes, and Germans have Black Forest bread, and all the other different types of bread that you get from all over the world, whether it's pitas or whatnot. Most other countries have their type of bread, but Japan just never really had its own bread. So I think that in relation to this, they adopt it. They adopt bread. They adopt whatever bread they come across, and I think at some point they decided that they really like white bread. To each their own. But hey, you mentioned that they have other options for you if you go to the cities, so do your bread shopping in the cities. Let's see, sponges, like paper products. Sponges are strange here. They're squishy styrofoam, and cleaning racks come with extra that feels like a baby doll. Clipboards. We bought a batch of typical hardware store clipboards for our work environment. I was perplexed to find that there appeared to be no way to hang the clipboard on the wall, no hole. 6 months later, by accident, I discovered there's a way to hang it. There's a small tab. Excuse me. There's a small tab or loop with a tiny... yeah, this little thing right here. Really? Oh, man, you must use clipboards a lot if that's an annoyance for you, but... this guy's grievances, he qualified the living shit out of them right up front. They are minor. I don't think that's probably what this person who was asking this question was looking for. I think they were probably more on the order of like, well, you can't get this. And I get he mentioned the shoe thing, but it's just funny. He says operates a small business. That's a part of it. Like being a business owner as a foreigner in Japan can be a hurdle. the bureaucracy for one thing, and depending on where you open your business at, what kind of business it is, the local gangs may be another thing. I mean, there are some disadvantages, but there are disadvantages to living everywhere, right? Why do Japanese sit in this uncomfortable position called Jesus, man? This must be like my fucking algorithm is just like, you're obsessed with Japan, so here's a bunch of Japanese questions. And I guess World War II and some crazy violent shit. And here's a bunch of right-wingers saying a bunch of crazy ass shit. Oh no. Should I move to Japan as an otaku? No, dude. Go to therapy. Man, there's a lot of Japan stuff on my thing. Alright, that's enough. I said that like 5 or 6 times now. What has shocked you the most about Alec Baldwin movie set shooting? Nothing, really. They were cutting corners, and that's what happens when corners get cut. The fuck is going on? Alright, I'm killing this shit. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked what I said, what Justin said, if you like the content we're providing, if you had any kind of laughs at all, even if you hate us, if you hate my guts, if you want to stab me, if you want to say all sorts of horrible things to me, cool. Like the video, subscribe, you'll get fed all sorts of shit you'll probably hate, and if you like us, you'll get fed all sorts of shit you probably like. So, please and thank you.